have things changed your mind? This is a one-bid conference.
You know, I said a few weeks ago, if Toledo got to 26 wins, it would be a shame that Toledo couldn't get in and then they stubbed their toe. At the same point now, we've turned around and we've put ourselves in position to be a 25, 26 win team. If we were to get beat, again, I think certainly you can, claim reasons. Ohio State is a loss on our schedule. They're nationally ranked. They won both the regular season and tournament. Hartford has a chance to win both the regular season and tournament. Marist won the regular season and the tournament. And so 4 of our 6 losses are against teams that have been ranked at some point during the year. 3 of them still ranked. So I feel that we have a cause for an at-large, but that one big loss against Central Michigan where we plummeted 21 points in the RPI it still hurts your resume. And so I've been down this road too many times recently. Yeah, I think it's going to be a one-bid league, and I think we all know that, and we've got to go try to win the tournament.
Does your cause get helped at all by very recent history where Ball State goes and knocks out Tennessee last year? It has to speak for the league, but is that ancient history right now?
I don't think the committee looks at that, but I think as fans and people that are obviously intimately involved with our league understand how good MAC basketball is. And it was not a shock that Ball State upset Tennessee last year to the people that play against teams like that. Portia Green and Kylie Jarrett and company were that good last year.
What about playing, this isn't necessarily an away game, but playing in Cleveland in terms of approaching playing on that particular court?
We're going to take advantage tomorrow. We're going to practice here and get most of our prep work done and game plan work and behind the scenes what we got to do. But we're going to go for the first time and go shoot there tomorrow and try to get used to a big arena, a big pro-style arena with different backgrounds and get used to that and take a little bit extra time. We have not done that in the past, so something that we're looking forward to tomorrow, and then the shoot around another half an hour on game day to try to get ready. But more than anything, it's just a different background. We got to remind our kids the basket's still 10 feet. The dimensions are still the same. It's just a little bit different background, bigger venue, and we're going to try to get in there as much as possible over the next couple days and shoot.
Curt, there's been talk about moving this thing to Toledo. How about, what would you say about that?
Well, we got 2 great years left in Cleveland. Cleveland's been a tremendous host, and we've had a tremendous run there. But there's also something to be said about a women's standalone tournament in a different venue, and obviously I think a great site for it would be in downtown Cleveland or downtown Toledo. You have the Toledo fan base, the Bowling Green fan base. I think we would draw really well as a conference there, and I think the community would really support the tournament. But regardless of where it ends up, I think we're moving in the direction that the women will eventually have a standalone tournament.
Are there times this year that you look out on the court and wish that you had an Allie Mann, a Kate Octor, or a Lindsay Goldsberry? Because you've talked about leadership before and how you don't really have anybody on your team that I know of that can get up in the other player's face and tell them that they need to pick up their play. Would that be accurate?
We've talked from the beginning that one of the differences between this team and past teams and how we were going to be successful or not successful was all going to come down to communication and that leadership, and that started from the foreign tour on. And we've had peaks and valleys this year of how quiet this team can be, how reserved this team can be, and the leadership. And one of the things that this team hasn't been as good as some of the teams that we've had in the past is our practice. How hard we practice day in and day out. And so certainly we were very, very blessed with unbelievable leaders like Allie Mann and Kate Octor through the years. But this team is a bunch of gamers, and they show up and play hard on game nights and are very competitive in their own right. But I have been asked to be a little bit more volatile, a little bit more vocal, a little bit more demanding, both on the practice floor and in game situations, because we don't have that emotional leader in huddles. And it's a different dynamic. It doesn't make it right or wrong. It doesn't make it easier or not easier. It's just a different dynamic that I've had to take on with this team as a coach and understand the strengths and weaknesses. And it's been an evolving process all year.
Is it almost more special not to have that K Doctor, that alley man that's in there really fired them up? Does it almost make this team a little bit more special? Or obviously you said different in a way, but I think that would be a certain challenge that you'd almost welcome after that.
Well, it's definitely a different team this year and a different approach. I mean, still got your go-to player in Lauren Prohaska, and always have had a go-to player on these teams. We still have good balance. I think you see that throughout the successful teams at Bowling Green. But a reserve team, a different kind of an emotion team on and off the floor, and it's been fun to see that you can have success with different types of kids, and you got to be adaptable as a coach. And I haven't always coached my best basketball this year, but we found common ground on what we needed out of each other, and found a way to the finish line and to win a 6th straight championship in the regular season. We take a lot of pride in that. A lot of people feel like a season's empty when you don't win a MAC tournament, but I really like the sustained excellence that our program has established in being the best team over 3 months. The best team doesn't always go in one-bid leagues to the NCAA tournament. It's the best team over a 4 or 5 day stretch goes to the NCAA tournament. We hope to be both this year. But we take a lot of pride in being the best team over a 3-month period. It takes a lot of consistency to do that, and that's one of the things we pride ourselves in.